hello there, fabulous Soul Tribe family.
Yes, it looks like I have a pointed head.
That's cute. All right, Vera, let's see the legions of friends that we have with us today.
I bet there's thousands.
There are. There's 1,000 to be exact. All right. Let's see now. Okay. So here we are. Welcome back to our fabulous spiritual channel.
Yes.
Today we are going to be talking a little bit about how information can come through in
various ways.
In various ways,
Yes.
exactly.
When you least expect it.
Exactly. And it can even show us
Hi, Roxy.
how we're doing. I'm doing this.
Nana.
It's a wave. It can even show
serious
us
Lisa.
how we're doing in life.
Yes.
How we're feeling. And we act it out in dreams and more. It's
Yeah,
fascinating.
it's interesting. I love the way our mind works. And when we're dreaming, that's why we have to dream, is we're working out issues.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it comes in the form of a nightmare.
Yeah. And that's what's amazing about the nightmares though? Sometimes they're so intense that we do remember them.
Yes.
And that's what we need so that when we wake up, it'll be right there instead of a nice little in the meadow dream, which aren't bad. Just saying.
Yeah, no, those are nice too.
Yes. All right. So
Don't sweat as much during them.
yes. Now, before we get into that, Vera,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Do we want to share? We'll actually give a little shout out to an amazing earth angel named Tack. We love you, Tack.
We love you so much. He has been so much help to us.
Thank you.
Spiritually and technically.
Yes.
He is amazing.
Yes. We have.
We love you.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Yes.
all your help to make our show better. And it's going to get better and better. So we're hoping that we're going to have some special effects again next weekend.
Next
we'll
week,
see.
yes,
But at least
we're working out the
yeah.
kinks.
yeah. Exactly. And flowers to you too, Roxanne.
Aww.
That's very
Hi,
nice.
Elsa.
Oh, I'm waving to her too.
Well, you
I don't know why I
can.
keep doing
Yeah.
this. Anyways, all right. So yeah, we just really wanted to thank all of you for being here, sharing your light with us, and sharing the information and joining us with this mission to get information about past life and angels out there.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. So Vera, did you want to share a little bit about a testimonial that we have from this week?
Oh, yes.
From one of our
I didn't
friends.
print it out. Did you print it out?
I didn't print it out.
Okay, well, we had a young lady that we knew from Sylvia Brown's office, and actually her daughter worked at Sylvia Brown's office with us, and she had asked for prayers, so she was put on the prayer list, and Chrissy and I lit a candle for her, and that's just the energy of the thoughts going up. It has nothing else to it, like reversing curses or whatever. That's
Right.
bogus. Anyway, so I answered her back, and she wrote a message back this morning, and she goes, Asna has perfect timing, because she was asking for financial relief, basically, and things that had gone on in her life that she's worked through, and she's become stronger for it, personal things. So she emailed me or us back, and she was saying Asna is amazing because of her, and we just lit a candle and said a prayer and put her on the list.
I know.
And the next day she was talking to some lady, and the lady happened to be someone that could take care of financial issues.
Exactly. It was like her specialty.
Yes.
Exactly what she
And
needed.
that's not what they were talking about. It was something totally different that they were conversing about. And then our friend happened to mention the issue that she was going through, and she said, oh, that's what I do. So prayers do work. I don't care Bill Maher, I don't care Ricky Gervais, they do work.
Exactly.
The energy from all of you wonderful people that pray for the people that are on the list is amazing and powerful. It really is.
Yes, it really is, because it's joining together our energy. it's fascinating how much
Hi, Allie.
we really just do need to ask.
Yes.
They say that, because you're taking that energy, you're specifically pointing out what you want to have happen. And then with our energy together, it's so interesting. Even on the other side, our loved ones on the other side, pray for us.
Yes.
I mean, you wouldn't think that
And give
that
us
we
little
would
hints
need
in our
to,
ear.
but
Yeah.
exactly, because even that energy helps us in
yeah.
life.
And they all want us to succeed in life.
Exactly.
Because they know what we're going through. They've been in life.
Yes.
So that they only want the best for you. Even when you had issues with them in life, once they're on the other side, they know exactly why they did it, the reason why you were involved in it. And it's like, it's a lesson. And sometimes it's really horrific lessons. And then you wonder, like, what the heck are they doing here? Because I've had that with
Right.
people for regressions.
They're like, I don't want to see that person.
And then on the other side, when they go to get messages, that is who come through to give them relief from what they're holding on to, that negativity, so they don't have to keep holding on to it anymore.
Exactly. And it's so interesting because being that we're in life, I mean, we have our loved ones, we have our angels and all that guidance and help from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're in life, because we're on this plane, that energy travels fast. And so us being in life, praying and sending that energy together,
Exactly.
extra felt. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love all the hearts we have going on here.
I love you too.
Yay.
Yeah, I know. I
Hi,
love it,
Very.
don't you? Hearts are my thing.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
keep kicking, sorry.
That is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's just really awesome. You can.
There was one thing that I heard this morning on a song, and I sent it
Okay.
to a lady that's going through some really horrific, well, not horrific, it's a loss. And that's horrific in their own way, right? Because it's something they couldn't control, and they're the ones left missing that person.
Yeah.
But the song said, we all go through things, and we may go through things, keep a hold of things, not kind of forget, but we always go through it.
Oh, instead of we don't get over it, we go through it. I heard that stood
You
out
may
to me
never
too.
get over it because that's a little piece of your heart.
Yeah.
But
you get
through it.
Absolutely.
I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A church full of people prayed for my
Comatose son, age 8. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
You know?
Isn't that amazing? That is a great example of focusing that energy for the benefit.
Exactly. Hi, Zeri.
Wow.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Isn't
That's
it?
powerful right there.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you can, if you have anything that's going on in your life that you would like for us to pray for, we have a prayer page on our website. So you'll see our website in the description below, and you can just go in there and you'll find it. And then we'll light a candle for you and pray for your requests. Okay, next we have this is like more than a dream.
This place, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And before we get into it, just as a reminder, and if we have new friends joining us, if you have any past life questions, birthmarks that you want to know where the past life origin might be from, or questions about things that are happening in your life or in the future, you can ask in Super Chat today during our live show. As well as all the art that we share and talk about, you can find that on our website. So, we're having a glitch, Vera. Oh, there we go. Maybe we're over the glitch.
A lot of energy.
Yes.
A lot of energy, you
Yes.
guys.
So Vera's specialty, past lives and that psychic information, and my specialty, angel art and goddesses and so forth.
Ellie, she goes, I know Triss is utterly fashionably
Aw,
when
that's
she lights
cute.
candles. That's so cute. I was sending a message to Ellie, and it was a picture of Chrissy
was-
lighting a candle
It was green
for
for
her
healing.
wife. Yeah,
We're like,
for her wife. Yeah, and so I put it, because I took a picture of it, and I said, "Excuse the mess." And then Ellie wrote back, "Well, my house isn't always, clean." I go, "No, I meant Chrissy."
that's funny.
It was a joke.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I love it. I love your sense of humor.
I know, you just cracked up
yeah,
when I told
it's
you.
cute.
Because I wasn't going to send it. You go, no, send it.
Yeah. And we have all the different colors of the rainbow here. So whenever we have requests, prayer requests for whether it's healing or financial help, a situation in a family, all those different things, we light that candle with that color.
Yeah, for
healing.
healing,
With you in mind, exactly.
I wish we had orange because that would be better. What?
That's cute. I'm a hot mess. Love it.
And we love her.
That's cute. Okay, so this is an interesting experience that happened this morning.
111.
Actually. Oh wow, that's
Here,
very
anyway.
cool. Okay, interesting. So Vera and I met up in the kitchen this morning, and then you turned to open the back door, and
And it was unlocked. And I swear,
you should have
I
seen it.
locked it last night.
Yeah, the
I
look
went
on
around
your
and
face.
checked all the doors and the look on my face. Chrissy didn't know what I had dreamt about, but whenever I saw that, I just kind of like, oh my God! I still get chills whenever I think about it because that was in my dream.
I knew it was something good. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is it? You ready to tell the story?
Yeah. It was actually, it was a nightmare, really, because of the emotion that you felt in it and the things that, went on. But I dreamt, this is my dream that I had last night, and I dreamt that I was at an event. And at the end, you know how there's a meet and greet? Well, I was doing that, and I couldn't find Chrissy, but I figured, oh, well, she's always going and talking to people and stuff, so that was fine. But there was this lady that kept watching me, and you know how you just feel somebody just staring at you?
Eyes are on you.
And not moving, not just staring, not having anything on their face, Mm-hmm. And it was a little bit uncomfortable because you know how when people stare at you like that. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
but...
Sorry.
But I kept doing what I was supposed to be doing, meeting, greeting, that kind of thing. So I started getting a little bit worried because I was getting to the end of the line and I still couldn't find you. I mean, you weren't around. And I was like going, oh man, I wonder what happened. So I was starting to get a little bit worried. And then the next, you know how dreams are, the next scene, I guess you want to say, I was in this huge house and there was a few people doing things that, what people do in houses, like they're getting water or they're cleaning something. They were just minding their own business but doing things. And that lady that kept staring at me was there. So I decided to look for Chrissy, and I tried all the doors that I could see, and they were locked. And there were no windows. No windows at all. Yeah.
Is this where you go upstairs?
Yeah, and then I started to panic. Well, I was still downstairs trying to check the locks. The doors. And the woman that kept staring at me was behind me. And as I tried the front door again, she told me, you can't leave. So I ran upstairs and I was trying to find Chrissy. And whenever I was running upstairs, that person was like cackling. She was like laughing, like it was just a evil laugh, you know?
Right.
And she goes, you're never going to leave.
Oh my
I
gosh.
keep getting chills on that one.
That gives me the chills.
So when I went upstairs, I saw, the first room I saw was you. You were in this room, but it was with bars where you could not get out. And then it was a long corridor of just rooms that I could see that had bars, and I could see people's hands are out.
Oh my gosh, wow.
So I told Chrissy I would get us out of there. And then Chrissy told me, act like you're just resigned to the fact that you're going to stay here so they don't get any hint that you're trying to get away. And I said, okay. So I went downstairs.
Oh my gosh.
And then there were people wandering around. It wasn't the people that were cleaning up or doing stuff. There were people wandering around with dead eyes. The only way I can describe it is zombies, but they didn't have all that stuff hanging off of them.
Right.
They were just walking, and there was nothing in there. They were just, and they're really skinny. Some weren't as skinny as others, so you could tell that there was more. They were there longer because they were skinnier, kind of thing.
Wow.
So, they were wasting away. So the phone rang in my dream, and I went to answer it, and it was AJ, my great granddaughter, and she was telling me, she was asking me, what was wrong, and what she could do to help me get out of that situation. And I interrupted her because I knew that woman that was staring at me was listening on the other end of the line.
Right.
So we started talking cryptically, but we still understood what each other were saying, but the person couldn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just as, we were just making small talk or something like
Wow.
that. But I told AJ that I would get out, to not worry. And then the next part of the dream, I was in this big room. It was kind of like a common room, but it looked like a basement. God, I'm sweating talking about it.
I'm sweating too. It wasn't even my dream.
Yeah. And there was lots of furniture, and I was being watched, but somehow we started fighting, the lady and me. We were, it was a knockdown, drag out. I swear to God, you guys, I woke up sore. Like I had been in a fight.
Wow.
Yeah. And we were going all over that basement, and it was like I was breaking furniture, and because we were slamming each other and that.
That's
kind of
our
stuff.
girl. Go, Vera, go.
But there's this little thing that was under the furniture, that one of the ones that I broke, that had like a sharp edge to it, so I kept it in case I had to use it.
Interesting.
But then
Me too, Lisa.
But then I pinned her down, and she couldn't move. And so I was like, okay, she's not going to move. So I started to get up, and she was trying to get away, and she could not get up. And she kept going, stop doing that with your mind. So it was like I was holding her down with my mind.
That's awesome.
And then whenever I went to leave, because I knew she couldn't get away, it was like, I don't know if you guys, God, I swear to God, I'm sweating. I turned around, what was it again? I pinned her down, and she was laughing, and she was laughing so hard. And the things that were holding her down, remember like Ghost? And those things that came up to go get the bad people?
Like those
little
dark cloaked kind of figures.
And they were all over her.
Wow.
And then so I went to,
gosh.
and she started laughing. And she goes, you idiot. The back door is not locked. Everybody checked all the doors, I guess, that had been in there, and they were still locked in, but no one checked the back door. And then I get up, and the back door is open. Unlocked.
Gosh.
That's why I made that big, like,
yes.
because I know I locked it.
Oh,
so I don't know if in my
gosh.
dream I, came and unlocked it. I don't remember.
Right.
I don't know. So, she said, so you idiot, no one ever checks the back door. And she just kept laughing. And somehow,
I'm on the edge of my seat.
She was still tied up, right?
Yeah.
And then I ran upstairs to get Chrissy and to help the other people. And I had that thing in my hand because I was going to try to jimmy the locks.
Uh-huh.
And then something in my head said, just open it with your mind. So I opened all the doors with my mind. And then everybody started coming out, and everyone was cheering. I don't know if you guys saw Antonio Banderas, the Zorro movie, and Catherine Zeta-Jones was going around unlocking all the doors, and all the people were cheering.
Yeah.
That was kind of like how it was. So we all started downstairs, and we're filing out the back door, and then right there in the back was a stretch limo that would accommodate. It was like 4 stretch limos, but it was huge to accommodate all the people.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And then I looked to see who was driving, and it was my cousin Richard.
Wow.
And then the dream ended.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because Richard has,
he's powerful.
Yeah, he's
healer,
powerful and he's,
medium. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's very empowered. This dream to me it just reminds me of so much empowerment.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And how we sometimes lock ourselves in and we can't get out, but we have the key because in our mind we can unlock it.
Exactly.
Subconscious mind is just, I don't know, that was just like the symbology that I got from it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but I woke up sweating.
Yeah, so
because I could feel fighting with her. I could feel it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so many levels of understanding there, and so many some symbols in that dream.
Yeah.
Because the other side has told us that is actually how we battle lost light entities in life.
Yeah.
Is with our mind.
Exactly.
We do it with our
sometimes we lock ourselves in.
Exactly.
Or people tend to put their tentacles around us, and it's hard to escape. But we still can do it. It might take a little while, but you do it.
Yeah, because we think that we're imprisoned, but we're really not, even after we've left a situation.
Yeah.
So that's what we are working through. Your dream is amazing, though. It shows us how much we have the ability to walk right out that door in our life, whatever it might be, away from somebody's control or manipulation.
Yeah. But the lady was not a good person.
No.
Not in any shape or form. Yeah, it was like evil. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Did you wake up tired?
Yes, I did.
Wow, that was
my
good.
God, I did. And sore, like when I get up off the couch, it was like I did exercise.
Yes.
You know, but I couldn't. I had just gotten up, but it was tough. But you know, when you feel your power, it's not that tough. You just feel that empowerment, and you have that adrenaline, and you just go for it.
Yes, and you know what else I love too? Another symbol in your dream was when it turned around was the love that you share with your great granddaughter, and that, like, you know, because because we use love. That's one of the things that empowers us.
Yeah.
I mean, look at women or men for that matter that'll leave a bad relationship to protect their children. We might not do it for ourselves, but we'll do it for our kids. You know, that kind of thing. The love is what
It
protects
spurns
us.
you on, or spurs you on, not spurns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. Kicking butt.
Yes. And it's not just, you know, the empowerment, that was a message for me, right? But we all have it.
Yes.
We all have that strength inside. And sometimes, like we've said, like within your strength, how does it go?
Within your weakness lies
like
your
strength sleeping.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's Sylvia's quote.
Yes. And,
Or her grandmother's quote.
and what Angus has said is that it's always there. We just need to remember it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was interesting. But especially when that back door was unlocked, I freaked out. In a good way. In a good way. It was,
That's incredible. That was meant for you to remember.
Yeah. So.
Wow. It's just so cool. And it's very interesting, too, because one of the symbols in your dream, and we got to read this. I got attacked and choked in a dream, but my neck hurt for 3 days.
Yeah.
See, isn't that interesting? Wow.
Yeah.
Another symbol in your dream was you went upstairs where the people, including myself, were imprisoned. But that's interesting because the upstairs in the dream
Subconscious mind.
is subconscious mind. So that's where sometimes we can imprison ourselves in our thinking.
That's why we keep saying thoughts are things. And I know sometimes you get tired of it. Some people, not everybody. But I've heard people go, yeah, I know thoughts are things. But they are.
Yeah.
Your subconscious hears everything, remembers everything. And if you keep saying, I'm a dummy or I'm stupid, then guess what?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to be, you're going to attract. Yeah.
Especially now, because this is such a powerful time of transformation. Another thing that I wanted to point out in your dream, Vera, that I thought was interesting, it's also so symbolic of life, is that the people that were downstairs that were zombies were walking around. It reminds me of people in life.
Yeah. And when we were going out the door, they started looking normal.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot that part, but they did. They started looking like alive again.
Right. So you're leading the way. It's a very symbolic dream, I think, for all of us.
Yeah, for all.
Because sometimes we can become zombies when we stay in a situation that's bad for us, but we're so programmed or we're controlled by the other person. We think that they have power over our situation. We have to stay there, even in our thinking. And so it's amazing because then it's like waking up and sometimes leaving that situation. It just depends. Every situation's different.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can't leave a situation, but we can still regain our power in it, and it will transform.
Yeah. And I think it's like the 7 of Swords. I'm not sure of the number, but they have a bunch of swords behind them, and then they're tied up, and they have a bandage over their head, and all they have to do is Avon calling.
Yeah.
All they have to do is go back and untie them, like cut the ties that bind them. But they're stuck because they can't see, you know. So that's part of it.
Yeah. You know what else I thought was really cool about your dream too? The limo is also symbolic of a new beginning. I mean,
driving away.
just in my thoughts about it, a new beginning, a new direction. And then, of course, Richard in your dream, I thought that was pretty amazing because he's got so much amazing, powerful healing energy.
Yeah.
So that is just healing, driving us.
Yes,
It's
you're
just-
right, Stephanie. Definitely, the light leaving, the dark transforms. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Did you tackle your husband and felt your strength? Yeah, it wasn't him. Yeah, no. I've already been there, done that. Yeah.
Interesting, too, because in the room that you were, or the downstairs, there was no windows.
No.
There was no way around it. Sometimes our lessons, we can't get around our lessons.
Because the windows are the light of your soul, too. You know, in a dream, symbolically, a house,
Yes.
the light within.
And it's just doing...
And that person blocked out all the light.
Sometimes that's what certain entities will do in our life because they don't want us
And
to
the woman
leave.
was beautiful. She wasn't ugly.
The devil comes in a flowering face, that old Bible quote. So that,
Yep.
a lot of us know about that.
Oh, it's the Eight of Swords, thank you.
Have experience in somebody that you might not think is got bad intent
Right,
towards
right.
you. Yeah, I hear you. Gosh, what a great dream!
I know.
What a great experience that you had it on the morning of our show. So
I
that you
know,
could share
right?
it. It's just
You
incredible.
guys, I haven't had a dream like that for I don't know how long. I had bits and pieces here and there, and then before I fell asleep, I was asking Angus. I almost said Agnes. Thanks, Trexler. I was going like, why can't I have great dreams anymore? And he's probably going, here you go.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to share because when you told us this dream, it reminded me of a dream that I had, and I
Yeah.
really wanted to share it.
If you guys have any, share
that
too.
would be great. Please, we would love to hear
We'll talk
your
about it next time.
your dreams and your thoughts. So,
Hello.
hello, yeah. So I was working through a situation, a relationship in the past, and I was working through that for a number of years, and I had this dream where, and I guess, it was during the time when I guess I still felt affected by this person who was very abusive kind of thing. And in my dream, I was in this swamp. I mean, it was a pitch black swamp, and it was like I was spiraling down, very symbolic, right?
Yeah.
Spiraling down to this cavern below the swamp. It was pitch black down there, and I was submerged in this, again, swampy, murky, awful water.
Right.
And it was like all I could hear was this dripping, and I felt like, in the Little Mermaid, the cartoon, when it's like that little wormy creature, that's what I felt like, I guess. And it was so fascinating because all of a sudden, somehow I dug deep and realized all I needed to do was stand up. And when I stood up, because I felt like I was going to be under there forever,
Yeah.
when I stood up, the water of the swamp only came up to not even my knees. It was like the middle of my calves, and I just stepped out. It was incredible.
And that's basically what we do. We step out of the situation.
Exactly. And it was just amazing because that little creature was how that person treated me, wanted me to see myself so that he could have this
His
kind of
power over
control
you,
and
yeah.
do these things and whatever. It's almost like they want us to view ourselves that way. And that's how it was like
And
being
to give you
powerless.
no hope either,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was really the lesson, was being powerless. And then finding my power in this life. It's fascinating.
And then she left the swamp and kicked his ass.
Yeah. The end. But it was really amazing because there was a past life I had where I actually got attacked and was thrown and killed and thrown into a swamp.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that at the time I had this dream, but I just thought it's fascinating the cell memory symbols that come forward.
Exactly.
And what's interesting though, Vera? I was thinking about this today. That's when I died in that swamp in that past life. Actually, I felt power.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, because when I was being attacked, I still knew that person couldn't get to me.
They can't have your soul.
Yeah.
They can have your body, but they can't have your soul.
So in this life,
Or
it
they
was
may have your body.
yeah, it was like a lesson for me to remember that power from that swamp. As strange as that sounds, it was just a symbol though, and I remembered it. So it was just really awesome. It reminds me of your dream of how the back door is open. So many of us, when we get into these situations where it's like we're being imprisoned in a cell when really the cell door's open. We just don't realize.
And as Allie is saying, the body is really not you. It's just something we're borrowing while we're in life.
Exactly. It's fascinating. Yeah.
And Nana has a question. Are you done?
I am done.
Yeah, me too. Nana was asking, how do you tell the difference between a dream and a premonition? I experienced a scene which had thousands of people celebrating together. It only lasted a few seconds and it seemed so real. So to me, when it seems very real, it's premonition, usually, generally. Whenever it's symbolic, because even in the dream that I was having, that nightmare, I knew it was symbology. I knew it was something that I was having to work through, and that it wasn't a premonition.
And you still felt the emotions.
Oh, yeah,
you still
definitely.
feel whether it's fear or whether it's this or that, because even when you woke up, your heart was racing for quite some time.
It was.
So we still feel it, but it's different.
But I knew it was something I just had to learn about and work through. Yeah.
Wow.
And Stephanie, you've got it, girlfriend. She wants a show with Angus on April eclipse.
Ooh, that's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, it is. So we should schedule that.
I have so many dreams. Oh, wow.
Oh, but drown
Deja
plane, yeah,
vu.
see? And Sammy, I mean, she has psychic dreams all the time. So,
Right.
yeah. And sometimes that's just your thing, and that's how you use your psychic ability. You know, we do it in all different ways, right?
Right.
You do your art, you do yours.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We're stuck in the matrix.
yeah. Who was the one at the office? Was it Pam that was really into the Matrix?
Wow. Interesting. Oh, I like her little heart right there.
That is a cute heart.
Yeah, but what awesome examples of empowerment. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like we find it in different ways. And
I was just going to say that.
and on that note, I want to show a picture.
Okay.
This is an artwork that is it's called The Power of the Gypsy Queen, actually. And while I'm showing you, just so as you know, if you have any super chat questions that you want to ask Vera about your past life, cell memory, anything that might be affecting you. Oh, you're so cute.
Chrissy couldn't get it on this morning, so
My ring.
Yeah.
And so Vera's like, oh, it's nice to have friends. She was doing this. It's
Go
so
ahead,
cute
sorry.
earlier.
I digress.
Anyway, if you have any questions about cell memory,
Past life.
yeah, like the origin of why you feel a certain thing, or a past life lesson you might have carried into this life, you can ask Vera in Super Chat. And if you want an extensive, longer answer, you can always have a reading too.
Yeah.
So, okay, here she is. Without further ado,
I love that one.
Exactly. This is the power of the Gypsy Queen. And could you hold this? for
And
me
we
for
all
just
have a
1
little
second,
gypsy
Vera?
in us, don't we?
Yes, we do. I wanted to turn
I've got to
that.
take them out of these things because it shows
Yeah.
too much.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll hold it back because I don't
Oh.
want them. I want them to see you. Okay. Anyways,
Oh.
I just wanted to share with you how sometimes in our life, when we're going through things that are so challenging, it feels like sometimes it's hopeless. We feel powerless. That kind of thing. But just like the symbol of the phoenix, sometimes what we do is we dig down deep. That's why you can see her hands pulling up. That's the word I'm looking for. Pulling up her power. And that is exactly why we are in life. Is we are having to reclaim our power, or see our beauty, or find our strengths, or all these different types of lessons.
So that we can help people.
Exactly. And so that's what we do, though. Even from the ash, as the phoenix rise up, we rise up, and we're able to achieve these spiritual, amazing achievements, to learn our lessons of what we're doing here. And that's what she symbolizes. I love that picture.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love it.
And that's the thing. It's like we start out, we don't realize until after we go through these things, just like being burned up and rising up again, we find more power than we ever knew we had.
Yep.
We find more beauty, more beautiful, amazing gifts in our soul than we knew before the thing that happened. That's
And there's
why
nowhere to
we
go but
go
up.
through those things. Exactly. We chart them for that reason. Okay, Vera.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, amazing art. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why we do what we do, is because we want for everyone to feel that. You know, that's what I love about doing the art. It's like a picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah.
I mean, Vera, you have this amazing, all this information. It's like a whole journey to get it all.
Yeah.
And so we put it into this art. From your descriptions, I create this art to show how that feels.
And the
that
art is
power.
beautiful. The art is amazing. You're so talented. But that's also, the art is healing. It's not just a pretty picture. For when you're looking at it, you actually feel the symbology. You feel whatever you were trying to generate in their own way. Because, you know, you have your way, but people see their art their way, right?
Exactly.
And that's what it's, I got chilly willies, but that's what it's more about to me. That's how you heal and help people heal.
Exactly, exactly. That is how it feels when you look at that angel, like the throne angel, and she's so focused. I don't have her right here, right now, but when we need that to keep going, no matter what we're going through,
Yes.
like that protective throne, she's so amazing with her armor. She's the Valkyrie, and she helps you to keep going. So that's just an example that comes to mind, because we can be distracted. It's hard in life when
You could be distracted for 52 years.
yeah, I'm not going in that prison room. I'm going out to the
But
limo.
at least you did it. That's what
Yeah.
counts.
Exactly. That is amazing.
Yes.
Exactly. I love it.
Oh, we're looping again.
Okay.
In more ways than one.
Yeah. Now, lastly, we wanted to share, because I'd love to hear a little bit, Vera, about your thoughts on this, that guidance does not mean savior. Because we've heard different people saying, I fix people.
Yeah, and
Come to me and I will fix you.
And everybody has their own chart, and everybody has to go through whatever lessons they need to go through. And sometimes they need to see those people to understand that, no, I can fix myself.
Right.
And that's why I think sometimes we're not as popular, is because we're showing you how to do it. And I'm not saying you have to come to me and I can fix you. We give you the tools so that you could fix yourself. And then that's what one of my students was selling something, and it's supposed to protect you or something. And I go, well, what happens if they lose it then? And they have the ability to go get another one right away. So they're unempowered.
Right.
You know,
right.
so it's the power is within. And it's nice to have, I have stuff that is symbolic.
Crackle.
Yeah, but you know, it doesn't take your power away. And that's why we want to empower instead
Right.
of just, I'll fix you, I'll fix you, I'll fix you.
Exactly.
You know? But a lot of times people want somebody else to fix them, because if it doesn't work, then they can say, that's your fault.
Right.
And it's really not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. So nice. Done art, or is it spirit inspired? Well, I've always done art, but it's definitely inspired. I mean, it's both, kind of both, because
Yep.
I've always wanted to create things that mean something. I mean, art for art's sake is amazing, and it's always going to be expressive.
Yeah.
But
And there's energy in everything. Just like with the
Right.
crystals and everything. They have energy, they have power, but you add to that power. You're not just taking the power because you didn't have any.
yeah, and it's amazing too, because from Vera's descriptions in trance, and also because we're like this, it's like we make a great team to be able to bring these concepts to a visual
Yeah.
form.
You're absolutely right, Nana.
I think that faith in something
It's
is
powerful,
a powerful
too.
tool.
Because you're adding your energy to it. That's the faith,
Yeah.
the belief.
Yeah. And I also wanted to say too, you know, like you were just saying, Vera, we have to save ourselves. And as we're moving through our life, as we are, you know, we are empowered, you know, we're learning our lessons, we're doing amazing and all these things, but we still need help along the way. We can still use signs and messages and guidance, because it can take a lifetime of working through things. And even when we're on the other side of that, we still need to control it. We need to control negativity that might affect us. We still need messages of, hope and comfort and healing, because we're in life no matter what.
Right.
So I'm just pointing that out because you are empowered, and I still think it's amazing, because I know for me, I still love having messages from you and Angus to help me through my life, no matter what. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, yes, we save ourselves and we are empowered, but it's still nice to come back to the source that you resonate to, whether it's church on Sundays or whether it's getting a message about your past life and how it's might be affecting you today, to help you move forward. It's helped me immeasurably to heal my soul in this lifetime, and that's where I feel like I've charted very well to have you in my life.
Well, thank you.
And
Vice versa.
and therefore Angus. And I'm just saying that because it's just very helpful for all of us to have someone, a teacher of sorts, to be able to go to, and that's where I resonate to your message.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. The journey starts within. Oh, I can't read it.
And that
It's
little
right
heart's
there.
in
Our little heart's in the way there. Because I want to read the message. Oopsie. And
It starts
we
within
think we
what
create.
we create.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Now, Vera, was there anything else that you wanted to share? I'm reading. I'm trying to read
that
fast.
was it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can blame me.
And that's like sometimes, people will text me and they'll have an issue, and then I text back something positive that they can work through, and then there's a but. And then they keep going on with the negative thoughts, and then I give more tools, like, with this. And then after a while, it's like, if you want to wallow, and maybe that's part of it, you have to wallow for a while, and then you'll see the enlightenment later. But, maybe I'm not for you, kind of thing, because I want you to be empowered. And if you keep saying negative things over the positive things, then maybe you're not ready to hear it too. Right? You still have to work through that stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that sometimes we're just not ready.
Yeah, and then you're not the be all end all for everyone. Everyone has their strengths, and everybody that's in the healing arts or whatever has their own way of doing it, and you have to find the person that's right for you.
Well, I feel like for me, I have found what works for me. And it's
but it's a journey.
Yeah, it's amazing.
How were we when we were at Sylvia's office? We were reading everything. We were into every class. We took until we found out the core of the Gnosticism is what we really resonate to.
Yeah.
And we don't have to keep going searching.
Right.
Because we found our way, and then now you have to find your way.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I mean, it's amazing.
But we
how
welcome
much
you to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much understanding, information from past lives helped to heal me.
Yeah.
I mean, it really provided the answers.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people out there, and you just have to find them, just like how we did,
And then how, all the information from Angus about the angels and how that incorporates to help. So it's basically these tools and techniques from the other side that we have too. Right. But what an amazing coming together to help us heal.
I think maybe I shouldn't have a moving chair, because I'm going to twirl around.
I know.
Yeah, but you're right, definitely.
Yeah, I mean.
So we wish you empowerment, enlightenment, and the journey with us. That's really what I liked about that journey with us. It's just after a while it gets a little hard.
Yeah. And that's your message.
Find your way.
Empowerment. And Angus's his forte has always been the empowerment.
Yeah.
Because I remember he would say, "Don't try, do, just do." I mean,
Yoda.
Because I mean, it makes so much sense. We are very determined and powerful entities, and if we want to do something, we just do it. We don't try to do it; we do it.
Yeah, and that's part of neuro-linguistic programming too. That's where there is no try, just do. Because you could keep saying you're trying, but you're really not. It's just comfortable. Generally, I'm not talking about everybody.
Right. Yeah. And that's where we don't have the reasons anymore. We're just going to activate and make it happen.
And Luke found his power.
Yeah.
Like we all can.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Negative thoughts are easier than positive.
Definitely.
Depends what frame of mind you're in.
Because that's what I was talking to my cousin about, Elsa. Because it was like, why does the negative stay with us? And it's kind of because we're human kind of thing. And we're still working through our issues or whatever. But when somebody says, oh, God, you look really pretty today, and you go, yeah, thanks a lot. And then somebody goes, ew, what's wrong with you?
What?
That sticks sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where we have to let that go. That's their opinion, not yours.
Exactly. And that's where the test is.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes to keep that negativity from bothering us. But as we learn more techniques that are powerful for us to start to protect ourselves. And one of the things that Angus told us through Vera is that we need to protect ourselves morning, noon, and night, because the negativity of this planet is, for lack of a term, it's speeding up.
It is speeding up, yeah.
And so sometimes it might be a technique where you visualize light around you, a perimeter of light, and no negativity or any darkness of any kind can penetrate that
because we're
light.
more powerful than the dark. Light always illuminates the dark.
And you hold him down in your
I don't like saying
dream.
dark though. The lost light.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We are together.
Yeah, all of us.
Yes.
And we get that from you guys to the empowerment and the strength to keep going.
Exactly.
That's what I love about our energy.
Yeah, together. Very, very cool. All right. Feel secure, my love.
Yes. You're awesome, Roxanne.
Yeah. Love is the most powerful
It
protection
is.
of all, actually. The most powerful strength.
It is.
It's amazing. All right, Vera, was there anything else that you want to share with our friends
No,
today?
that was it.
Okay, except for our light, our eternal love. And we are looking forward to seeing you next Saturday, 1 o'clock, our mountain time here.
Our usual time.
Yeah.
Well, it's not usual, huh? Because we're
Mountain time.
So I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
And we love you all.